Welcome back, guys.
Welcome to the Rod Family Channel. It's your girl Janelle B, and I got
Courtney
in the building. We are here. How did you guys feel about the labor delivery vlog?
Yeah, I hope you guys like it and enjoy it like how much like we enjoy it, you know?
Yes, the whole entire process. Now we are here to give you a story behind the video of exactly what happened, stuff that you guys didn't see because we couldn't record, didn't record. We're just gonna talk about everything.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna be here for a while.
Okay.
All right.
So how you want to start?
I'll start it with me because you didn't know what the hell was happening to me.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to say I'm going to start it off with the actual date of March 20th, 2023. This is when it goes down. In the morning at 3:00 a.m. on March 20th, I kept on using the bathroom to pee. Only to pee, and then I realized I was continuing to like leave the room. So I came out in the living room and tried to sleep out here. And like every hour I had to pee, and then I was like, okay, whatever. I was also feeling Braxton Hicks regularly. Like it wasn't something I never felt before. So I'm like, oh, baby's coming. No. I was just like feeling Braxton Hicks, so very regular. And then once I went to sleep, and then I woke up, and Courtney and I took the car. Well, Courtney took the car.
Wasn't there.
Yeah. What time did you take the car, babe? To get detailed.
I think it was a 9:30 appointment. Yeah, I dropped the car off.
And then I had an ultrasound appointment for 11 o'clock. And at this point, I was feeling my Braxton Hicks, but they were a little bit more painful than my usual Braxton Hicks. But I wasn't thinking contractions. Like I was just feeling like, oh, like ow, like not even ow, just like oh, very, very, very uncomfortable. And so Courtney and I took an Uber. Mind you, we have no car, okay? We took an Uber to our ultrasound to see the baby, and it was fine. I think they said the length of my cervix or the length of my uterus or the length of something was 1 centimeter. Not I was dilated. The ultrasound tech couldn't tell if I was dilated or not. She was just measuring, I think, my uterus, the length of my uterus or something.
Yeah, I can't tell because I didn't understand what she was
saying. And she said for me to be in like full labor, it had to be like 2 centimeters, and I was 1. So she's like, you can have the baby maybe later on this week or next week, but she didn't know. So I was like, oh, okay, sure, whatever.
And she was like, when you have the baby, come back and
let her know. Yeah. So I did the ultrasound. It was fine. I was able to lay down. It took a while, so it was easy. We got back home probably like 12.
Yeah, something around 12. Yeah, it's like we're coming home, and then you're like, you're feeling pain. But if these are like Braxton Hicks, you don't want to feel like labor and stuff like that.
Exactly. Yeah. So everyone knows I don't like pain at all. So it's just super weird, and I'm like, oh, okay. And now, mind you, I'm still going good, right?
Yeah.
How was I in the hour from 12 to 1? There's just that hour.
I was like, you were feeling like pain, and then you were feeling pain, then you would go and come and go and come.
So with the hour from 12 to 1, the pain, it wasn't regular. Like I wasn't getting contractions like, let's say, every 6 minutes. It was like I would get it at 8 minutes, then I would get it at 4 minutes, and then I would get it at 6 minutes, and like it was just all over the place. So I'm like, this is not, it couldn't be labor. Like this couldn't be labor. So I found, like, I don't know how I got on the phone with my friend, and I was like telling her like, oh, I don't know if these are labor pains, because like if this is Braxton Hicks, I really, like, I kept on saying I really don't want to feel what labor feels like. So that was in the hour of 12 to 1. 1 o'clock is when it went down. That's when I was feeling the contractions. How did you know I was feeling contractions?
No, because you're just going like screaming and.
When you say screaming, demonstrate, because they're gonna feel like I was like, ah.
I didn't say that, but it's like you're going like feeling pain.
Like how?
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't remember you're like and stuff like that. Yeah. But I don't know. At that point, like I didn't know what to say. How to feel. Like it was, it was kind of weird. It's like like I don't know what to do. I never seen like someone feeling like pain before, Because yeah, but I know like at one point like she was like making the song and like feeling pain, and I went and I was rubbing her back, and then I was putting my hands like on her lower back. I don't know.
Okay, let's demonstrate for you guys.
Yeah. It's like this.
So I would feel the pain. Hold on. Let me feel the pain first. So I'll be like this. I'll be on the phone. I'm just crouching down because I really don't want to readjust the camera. But I'm crouching down, and so I would feel the pain, and I'll be like, oh, Courtney, come.
It's like I would put my foot here, and then she like sit on my foot like this, and I would press them like this.
Oh, that feels so good.
Like for a minute, and then it would
stop.
And
then I will stop, and then it'll be
and it come back.
Oh, like Courtney, my back. Put pressure.
It's like this. Like if I'm not pushing them hard enough, she was like push hard, and I'll go like this. And push down and it will stop. But it's like
in between contractions, I'm there talking to my friend, like I'll just be like, oh, hold on 1 second. Oh, Courtney, and that's how I was screaming. Like when he says screaming, it wasn't like I wasn't screaming. I was just like ah, like that, like literally like ah. So that's how I was. Courtney was just chilling. I didn't know where he was. I was in the room.
Yeah, I was going back and forth, like
I would call him, and then my friend's like,
it wasn't even continuous, and like you're on the phone too, right? So it's like
I didn't take it seriously. Like I was just like, these are Braxton Hicks. Whoa.
I know. No, I'm gonna call you. At one point, my mind was like, oh, I should take out the camera and record, and I was like, it's probably just regular JJ just feeling some pain. So
again, because I don't like pain. Yeah. No, that's funny because my friend's like, okay, how long, like, when was the last contraction? Then I'm like, I don't know. Ask Courtney. Courtney. And then Courtney has this book, and he's trying to write it down. And we could, like, I don't know what he was doing. At this point, I didn't care.
Yeah, I was, like, recording. I know, like, and we were, like, debating, like, should we go to the hospital or not? But then we were like,
nah, we're waiting. I was like, I wanted to wait for the car. Courtney was like, I don't know. How do you feel? And I'm like, no. Call the car detailing place. See how long it's gonna take. So he called them, and they're like, oh, it's gonna take
3 o'clock. Yeah. We're supposed to get a car at 1 or 2 something or 1 something.
I think 2 something.
Yeah, and then they said 3 o'clock.
Yeah, they said 3 o'clock. So now, mind you, it's like 1 o'clock, and I was like, oh yeah, I could wait 2 hours. Like I could take this pain. And I was taking the pain, because how am I on the phone and I'm talking, and then every time I get a contraction, I'll just ask him to apply pressure, and then it would literally go away. Like the pain, like contractions, guys, literally came in my stomach like a wave, like a whoo, like the stomach part, and then it got to the top with the back, and that's when all the pain in the back came. But as long as you have a partner, Courtney, who was my partner, and he just applied pressure.
That was my job.
Yeah, literally. But the funniest part of my contractions is that my friend's mom now was on the phone, and so they're like, go to the hospital, then every time she would say something and I got a contraction, I'd be like, mute yourself. So it was so funny. Now my aunt called, Auntie Lisa, the one you actually heard in the video. Oh my god, my nephew's coming. Her, Auntie Lisa called me, and it just so happy she called, and she was like, so what's going on? And I'm like, I think I'm in labor. And she goes, oh my god, you're having a baby today. So she's going off and she's like, how far along? And I told her like, oh, we're 4 minutes. At this point, we're 4 minutes apart. And this is like at I'm going to say 1:20.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 1:20.
It was like probably close to 1, no?
No.
Yeah.
This was after 1.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, like 4 minutes apart. And she's trying to convince me to go to the hospital. Go to the hospital, Janelle. Go to the hospital. I'm like, nah. I'm going to wait until the car is done. You know, we have no car, blah, blah, blah. And then
I think she said to
call. She's like, at least call. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to call. So I call the hospital. I'm like, hey, I think I may be in labor. I'm not 100% sure. They're like, how far apart are your contractions? I'm like, 4 minutes apart.
And
They're like,
is this your first baby and stuff?
Yeah, they asked me if it was my first baby, and I said yes. And then they're like, you need to get to the hospital now. And I said, oh, okay. Literally, I was so chill. Like, it was like, oh, okay.
And they were like, oh, how are we gonna get to the hospital? They were like, oh, I should call my brother.
Yeah, so
I like, and he's like right next to us.
So when we decided that we were gonna go to the hospital, this was like, I'm gonna say 1:30, maybe 1:35. I'm there calling Javon. Uncle Jev is what we call him. I'm there calling Uncle Jev, and I'm like, Javon! He's not answering. I'm like, Javon! Because at this point, the contraction hit me when I was calling him, and I'm like, Kearney, call your brother. Mind, he's in the next room, okay? And he didn't hear. Talk about minding your own business. So now, everything was packed. We just pulled out our stuff and just gathered the last minute stuff, and then
we went in the car. We parked the car, leave. This guy drive like 5 kilometers, get there. JJ was like in the back, making song.
Well, you guys saw me in the back at the beginning of the video. I was just like,
yeah. Still like on the way there, he didn't really like hit me or anything, because it's like, because after like when we take the stuff out of the car, and then she was walking in front, and like I was behind coming with the
car seat.
Yeah. No, I didn't have
Not
a car seat.
The
bags,
luggage. Yeah. The luggage.
It was the luggage and the pillow and stuff. Then I saw a nurse peep out the door. And she's like, hey, okay.
No, the reason why the nurse peeped is because I was walking. It's like a hallway. Like a hallway that you need to get to the maternity room. Yeah, so I got a contraction while walking. I thought it was big and bad. I made it out of the main entrance of the hospital. And as soon as I got into the labor and delivery, as soon as that contraction hit me, I said, I cannot man it up anymore. I said,
I don't know, the nurse heard it. People
the nurse is like,
what help?
Are you okay? Are you by yourself? And I was like, no, my husband's here. She
I was like showing up the bags on the pillows.
But the fact that I was in the hallway, I was like, literally not crying. I can't believe I didn't cry. I didn't even cry for the contractions. I'm proud of myself, guys. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, she wouldn't stop talking about it as a pro.
Yes, as I should be. Mind you, I don't like pain. So now, guess what, guys? We get into the...
I don't even know what the hell that room is called.
Triage.
Yeah.
We get into triage, and the nurse... This is when everything happens so fast. The nurse is like, oh, hurry up. Take off your clothes. Take off your clothes. Take off your clothes. I need to check you and put you on the monitor and blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, oh, okay. Like...
Yeah. I was like still trying to put on the bag. And it was cold. I was trying to put on the winter jackets. There's nothing there to put stuff.
Yeah.
The nurse didn't reach it. It was another guy. The guy was there trying to put us down. Like trying to show us where the bed is and stuff, and he was waiting for the nurse to come over.
Yeah, but when the nurse took us...
And you were feeling like a lot of contractions.
Yeah. So now the nurse is there.
Yeah.
I have everything off. I already put on the gown and everything, and I'm feeling the pain. The nurse comes and says, okay, I'm going to check you.
Yeah.
You tell this part.
Oh, yeah. So, like, you come and check, and put, like, a lot of stuff on the belly and some lot of things. So I was there. Then after, she's like, oh, you got to open your leg. So I'm like, okay.
Literally.
You got to open your leg. Then I saw her. She put some kind of grease thing in her hands. So I was, like, standing there. And then she's like, push your whole hands And I was like, what the hell? And like, it's like the expression, like her face, and she's like crying.
This
And
okay.
like,
Now let me tell you where I cried, guys. Mind you, I'm busting it wide. I have never been checked for like I've never been checked to see how dilated I was or a thing. Like my appointment was the next day with my OB, so I didn't know anything. This lady, as Curdy says, shoved their head. I said, wait. That's how I was though. You know, I'm holding Curdy's hand. Now tell the funny part. Tell the funny part.
So it's like when she like did it, I like the expression like on her face, and like she's like crying on one of the eye, like you can see the pain and the discomfort. And it's like I just start crying. It's like what the hell? Like in my mind, I was like, yeah. In my head, I was like, what the hell did I have done? I was like, why the hell was like this looks so painful? It's like the weirdest thing.
It is painful.
Yeah. And like I'm pretty sure like everyone like next door, they were probably like, what the hell is going on next door? Like it was.
No, let me tell you when I figured out Courtney was crying. Mind you, I'm there crying. This one, cause like she Courtney was shoved her hands in, and
it's not like she takes her time. It's like
like, exactly. There was no like woo do like no. She just went woo and just went like that. Like I could feel like something like this, and was her fingers. I didn't know, so I'm like ah! And then I'm looking at her, and she looking at me, and then she looking at Courtney. And mind you, I'm not paying attention to Courtney. I'm holding his hand, but I can't see Courtney. Like I can't see him. The nurse look at me, look at Courtney, and she's like, the both of you guys can't be crying. And I was like,
I don't know. It was emotional. I was like I was like seeing in a lot of pain. I swear. I think I always bawl for pain, but that was like different.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, because it was real pain.
Yeah.
So after I saw Courtney cry, I was like, okay, I'm done crying, because I thought it was funny at this point, because I'm like, why are we
crying a bit?
Yeah, like, I was crying.
You were like bawling.
No, but like I stopped crying and I told her, okay, sorry, I wasn't ready. I literally had to calm myself down and say, okay, I wasn't ready. I didn't know what it was. So she ended up checking, and she said I was.
Yeah, she said 5 centimeters or something. She said, oh, you're 5 centimeters. You're having the baby too. I was like, oh, what the hell?
When now she said 5 centimeters, I started crying. Now I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so proud of myself. And she goes, you should be. You labored long at home.
Me, like, I don't even know. The only thing I understand was like, you're having the baby today. I don't know what the hell 5 centimeters was. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I was like,
you know, now I had to get to 10. Yeah, okay.
And then they're like, oh, we're gonna move you to a room. They went for the wheelchair. And she's like struggling. We're going to the hallway, like she's pushing JJ in the wheelchair, and I have the bags and stuff.
Everything?
Yeah. Then, we thought about going in the other room.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then we went in the room, and we were there for a while. Then the doctor came in, and then another doctor. I don't know, doctor and nurse.
Nurses.
Yeah.
No doctors came until the labor.
Yeah.
The delivery. Yeah.
And then they hooked up all the machines and stuff, and it's like, you know, for me, like when I heard like the baby heart beat through the machine, I don't know, it's really, I don't know, like I'm kind of worried or scared because it's, I don't know, it's weird. Hearing a heartbeat is pounding.
Yeah.
Yeah. This sounds like someone beating in the bottom of a drum. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So then, of course, they have to ask a bag of questions and everything. Then they were trying to put like the needle in.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
The IV, guys. The IV.
Try to put the IV in her hand. I think they try to put it in the left hand. And then they think they put it over the bone here or something.
Yeah, they put it twice, so I'm gonna tell them. They put it like here first, right here, and then they tried over here near my thumb, and not my thumb, sorry, right here on my wrist, on the bone. Nothing. Again, I don't like needles. I don't like pain. And like the contractions plus you trying to poke me 1,000 times and wiggle. They're wiggling to see if they could catch the vein. Nothing. Then they're like, okay, we'll try the next hand.
I don't know. I was there lying. Because I know, like, they put the needle in her hand and there's no blood. I just was like, what are you doing? And she's asking me, and I'm like, no, it's okay. They haven't reached theirs yet.
He's so evil.
Because I don't want to worry them. Be like, hey, they already put it in. There's no blood. They're gonna have to,
Take it out.
I'm putting another.
Then they got to this hand and they were struggling again right here. I still have the dots.
And then I think they move up. I don't know.
No, they didn't.
Yeah.
They put it here, but they were struggling, and I was like, if it doesn't go in or you're not getting blood, that's it. I'm done. I'm done with this. You're not giving me an IV.
You didn't say that, Gigi.
Yes, I did. I said I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I don't want it.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh.
Yeah, I told them, you're not poking me again. I cannot take the pain. And they're like, well, if we don't get blood from this hand, then we're gonna have to do it up here. But then you won't. But then you won't be able to move your hand, which is gonna be difficult when you're delivering and blah blah. And I was like, you guys better get it in the hand. Anyways, they got it.
Yeah, so like when you end up getting the blood and like everything start moving like
fast.
Yeah, not a bit smooth. I would say smooth, meaning like you get to relax a bit, but then the contraction was coming and I was still doing the stuff like the thing on her back. Then after I went and get stuff to eat, come back over there. And I think, what we'll do next? Yeah, we're just waiting. And
I started to call my message.
Yeah.
I started to message my family. I'm like, hey, I'm in labor.
Yeah.
Like, I was just so calm and cool. Like,
Yeah.
I'm in labor, 5 centimeters.
Yeah. And then, I think, I can't remember the time. I think, like, because we're waiting, you can see, like, it's a first pregnancy, so they want to wait long, so the water broke and the baby come down and everything. So I think at 7:10, her water broke.
No,
Like,
you're missing the part because my water broke after.
it's 7:10.
Did my water break after my epidural? My water broke after my epidural.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So hold on, we're missing a part.
Yeah.
So I got in. The nurse was so mean to me.
I think honestly, I don't think the nurse was mean. I think the nurse was just not sugarcoating. They're not gonna be like, oh, it's gonna be alright. Like, just telling you how it is.
No.
It's like, for me, this is how I think, right? Because I think the nurse seeing like your reaction from getting the needle for the IV. That's why she kind of, I'm not really picking up for her, but that's how I see it. Your reaction from getting the needle from the IV. That's why she was like more straightforward, being like, oh, something with, she was telling like you get along to be a pain, and then if we don't take the, what do you call it?
Epidural.
Yeah, if you don't take the epidural, and then it's like
it's gonna
but
be
I guess
worse.
what she's saying, it's gonna be worse, and like if you can't bear the pain now, like it's worse. That's how I see it.
She said, oh, you might as well take the epidural. You should really think about taking the epidural because we only have one anesthesiologist on the floor and he's not busy now, and if he is busy then you're gonna have to wait longer, and as soon as your water breaks your contractions are gonna be 10 times worse than she just in my head, and I said, all right, since he's here, like since he's ready, let's just get this epidural. And so that man, as you saw, I had to cut out so many parts for me to kind of dim it down of how rude he was. And Kearney's still saying no, he wasn't rude, he was straightforward. No.
Say
If I put back in the clips of what this man was saying to me, even when I asked, oh, how long does it take? However long it needs to take. Like, what are you talking? I don't know. On average, give me an average. Like,
I just think straight to the point.
That no.
Okay.
No. Rude. Anesthesiologist, rude. Okay. Anyways.
Yeah.
Got the epidural, easy breezy, guys. Don't be afraid. New moms, don't be afraid of the epidural. It literally feels like a pinch on your back, and then the only thing that may kind of hurt or be very uncomfortable is the pressure that you feel. But other than that, easy breezy, lemon squeezy. Get the needle, no pain. Other than me, I only felt the epidural work on my left side, and on my right side it probably worked like 50% of it, and I still felt the pain, and that's how I felt my water break.
Yeah.
My mucus plug came out first, and then my water broke.
What is mucus plug?
That nasty long thing I wanted to take a picture of. Yeah. They didn't make you see it because they said no. But I wanted to see a picture of my mucus plug, so I was like, what is that? But I felt my water break, and they're like, yeah, your water broke. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So I knew this was happening, and that was
water broke at 7:10.
Yeah. And
they're like, oh, we wait for the baby. They said like the baby's high. Yeah.
And then we had to wait. So at 6. No. At early.
No, it was like 7:10. The water broke at 7:10. And they said, okay, like
you're 10 centimeters.
Yeah, it was. No, yeah, it was 10 centimeters, but things move fast because, like, when the lady did the first check when she was 5 centimeters, by the time we went in and hooked up, she was already close to 7. Yeah, it's weird. So
yeah, before I got the epidural, I was 7.
Yeah. So it's like after like 7:10, the water broke and the check. Then they said, oh, his head is still falling because the first pregnancy.
Yeah.
They wait for him to come down.
And I was 10 centimeters.
Yeah.
And then they told me for an hour and a half, I had to sit with my legs open, just like this in a butterfly
and you keep closing your leg.
Yes, because it's so uncomfortable. Like my hole is out. Like, so I just had to sit in butterfly position for an hour and a half. Just sitting there, literally feeling every contraction. And with every contraction, I could feel like the baby move, just slowly, like, And so the doctor came in. They requested the doctor. I did like a couple pushes first.
Yeah. At 8, I think it was 8. So it was from 8:30. Yeah, they start like they get a push, you do a couple of pushes.
Yeah, the prep pushing.
Yeah.
How did it look? Can
like,
you see his head?
Well, I don't even know what the hell it was. They said like, oh, she's like pushing. I was like, oh, she's not screaming or anything. It was like, okay. So I was holding up her foot and she was like pushing. I was like, I'm waiting for the scream. This is nothing.
It's not the movies.
Yeah, the nurse is like, oh, I can see his head coming out. So I look. And I saw like some water stuff and some black things. So I was like, I ain't seen no damn head. I don't know what this lady's talking about. And after when they went and called the doctor, and the doctor came, and I look again, I didn't see anything. So I was like, well, stuff was just there. They're like, oh, cause like she stopped pushing, it went up back. Then they're like, oh, don't you get a push? You go 1, 2, 3 and a push. And I think we start pushing at like 8:35 or something, and then we did like 2 rounds of pushing, and then like, oh, take a break. I was like, okay. Then after when they start the second round, like she did one round of push, and then I think the fourth in the second round, I saw the doctor just push on their hands, and just open like this. I was like, then I saw the baby, our king just.
Yeah, like it happened so fast. Like she's like, okay, stop pushing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then she's like push a little. She goes, okay, his head's out. And then she didn't even tell me to push. I guess she saw that I was having a contraction again, and I guess with the force of the contraction,
because she said
she just went like this.
The contraction.
Yeah, she just like probably pushed down, and his shoulders came out.
And then she's like, put him in jail.
And I was like, what? Everyone was so surprised I didn't cry.
That's why I was, telling her a good job.
Yeah, like, good job, babe. Good job, babe. Good job.
Hold on,
and I was like,
check. Hold on, I'm gonna check on the baby.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. So as soon as they plopped him on there, it's like, oh, they didn't even tell me. They didn't even yell the time. I had to ask them what time was he born at.
Yeah.
Courtney's clock was saying 8:53. The new nurse, and I'm gonna call her the new nurse because she was new.
No,
she was
born at 8:51.
8:52.
Yeah.
He was born at 8:52, but by the time we looked at the thing, it was 8:53 on your wall.
You sure at 8:51?
I'm sure. You
Okay.
said 8:53.
Yeah, because I know when he had to ask the time he was born, like I know because I had my phone in my hand, and I know it was the exact time that I had, but I actually had 1 more second on. And they're like, oh, we gotta follow the monitor. And then it went over at the same time. It was just 1 second off.
Not second.
It was
Minute.
Yeah, it was only 1 minute off.
But it matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't even tell us the time. And then I even had to ask for Courtney to cut the cord, like, and someone to take a picture. Like, hello, if you know it's only 2 of us, like, let's have a memorable moment. And let me tell you about that picture of the umbilical cord, okay? When I had to send it, like, when people asked for it, I just sent the nurse, the new nurse, took it from far out.
Yeah.
And got Courtney looking like Wizard Kelly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna post a picture, but I'm gonna crop out. You know, I'm gonna show you. This is me in the picture.
All of her crutches in the picture. First, I was like, take a video.
Pool of blood.
Yeah.
Everything. My vagina was out. Everything was out. Everything. Yeah. And that was the picture. And Courtney, like, over here, like, sit back.
Huh?
And, like, you can see Courtney's hands, like, over here.
And I was like, cutting. It's what? It's because I give her the phone and I said, do a video. The video was 1 second. 1 second. And then a picture with all of her crutches out and I'm handling the picture, taking the cutting.
Courtney looked like Wizard Kelly. Like, his head was out of the camera view. Like, I'm just like, ah.
But yeah, like, in the time is after, you know, me and the baby, like, we've seen moment, because it's like, oh, stay over there with the baby and stuff.
Yeah, okay, so this is what happened. Now, I'm going to tell this part. They took the baby over to get measured, weighed, and all of a sudden, so I'm just thinking they're going to clean me up. No. I saw the doctor come like this with a needle. I said, what's that for? She goes, oh, just to do some sutures. I said, I tore or did I get cut? She goes, you tore. You tore like this. I said, well, what is that? Like, I had no idea. Like, what? Mind you, I am like tired at this point. Like, I don't know, I just got exhausted. Like, I was just like, oh, and my foot was open. So she starts sewing me, whatever, I can't feel it. She's sewing me, and then she goes, oh, you're still bleeding. I'll be back.
Yeah.
This lady said, I'll be back.
The doctor
went to go deliver a baby. Yeah. And she comes back. She took 20 minutes, okay? So I was just sitting on the table like this. Not the table, the bed.
Why are you skinning up so every minute?
So they can see. For 20 minutes. For this doctor to deliver the baby beside us or wherever in the ward. Come back and she's like, okay, still stitching. And I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Ah. Meanwhile, Courtney's in the back taking a picture with the baby with my legs in the back, bust wide open.
I didn't even realize it. You know, it's a few days ago that then I realized that when I'm going through my phone to the pictures, I was like, what the hell? Yeah,
well, yeah, exactly. Check your surroundings next time, sir. That was our labor and delivery story. Like, literally, after that, we got to, what did I do? I tried to breastfeed, I believe.
Yeah, I did skin to skin.
Yeah,
try and breastfeed.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, you can do like the tests, measurements.
Oh yeah, they did all of that good stuff. Test for jaundice, this, blah 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 blah.
Then they're like, oh, you leave tomorrow.
We never left.
Tomorrow came. Too late for us to leave. So yeah, we spent 2 nights
in the hospital.
Yeah, in the hospital.
Yeah, but Nathan was born at 8:52.
Yeah. March
20th, 6 pounds, 11 ounces.
Yeah, yeah, that's his name, Nathan. Yeah.
Nathan Kingston Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really wanted to show him, but I'm not waking him up.
Yeah, he's sleeping. Well, you guys will probably see him in the next video.
Yeah, you guys will see him in the next video because I'm not waking him up.
Yeah.
And as new moms, you guys all know, I'm not waking up a newborn right now. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, and drop a comment, you know. If you guys have any questions about the labor and delivery, if you think we missed anything, or if you guys need anything clarified, and also drop in the comment section like any suggestion video that we can do.
You're so tired.
Yeah.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, y'all. Next video you gonna see baby Nathan. And yeah, but anyways, we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Peace.